We finally got a Sasquatch Bronco in. Let's compare it to the Base Bronco. Now today is a really exciting day for me because we just received one of our factory ordered Sasquatch Broncos in. This one is a family member of mine and he's here in town to pick it up. And what's really even more exciting is that we have both an antimatter Big Bend and an antimatter Black Diamond right next to me. Now what's cool about this is that one is a Sasquatch and one is not. So putting them both next to each other really gives me the ability to compare and contrast both of them. Now with today's video, we're gonna just compare some of the main differences between the Sasquatch and the standard model Bronco. As you can see, obviously the height is the big difference, as well as just how more aggressive and badass the Sasquatch looks behind me. So let's get right into it today. This is gonna be a good video if you guys are interested in comparing both of them, or if you've got one on the way. Right away, just looking at these two Broncos, what's kind of neat to me is just to see the height difference of the Sasquatch package. And there's also some things up front that I've noticed that I haven't really had a chance to see up close, because honestly, we get these in just one at a time or once every other couple weeks that we don't get to see them right next to each other. Now just going from our Big Bend to the Black Diamond, you can see right away on the front grille, the actual ovals are smaller on the Black Diamond, and you have 6 larger ovals on the Big Bend. So right away, I knew about that a little bit, but until you see them in person, you don't really see the giant difference. Honestly, I'm a bigger fan of the smaller ovals found on this one compared to the bigger ones next door. But also, looking right away from it, we have opted for the modular 3-piece front bumper on this with the removable wings. I gotta say, when you add that with the Sasquatch package, lifting it up a little bit, it actually lets you see right through into the Bilstein custom performance struts that the Sasquatch package has. So right away, you're getting more of an aggressive look. You're able to see the aluminum knuckles and the struts right up front. Overall though, it's kind of cool to see them both in the same color. But as you can see, this Sasquatch package, if I just had to put a guesstimate to it, is about 4 to 5 inches taller than the factory Big Bend. It looks a lot more aggressive with those Goodyear Territory MT tires compared to the Bridgestone dualers that come factory on the Big Bend. Don't worry about this Bronco though, we have some plans for our stock one next to it. We're gonna upgrade it a little bit and see how it stacks up when it comes to the Sasquatch. Right along to the side, my cousin actually did opt to put the rock rails onto here. Now I will tell you, this is almost like one of those rare items that you really can't get a hold of right now. Some of these items can actually slow up the build process, but for this one, it seemed like they threw them all on. I mean, it still got here in over a year, so not too crazy fast, but seeing them on there covers that pinch seam up and is really going to protect that body. They look close or similar to the Jeep Wrangler. However, they have a little bit more angle and they do protrude out almost at, I'd say, a 45 to the edge here. So pretty cool to see in person. And then one thing that came on this that I haven't seen yet is in the back. So let's go back and check it out. So what was I talking about in the rear? It is not the most exciting, not the craziest thing, but it is the factory hitch receiver as well as 4 and 7 pin connector. The reason that that is so rare and so hard to come by is because of how much it slows down the build process. I have not seen any of our stocking units or even any of our factory orders that actually contain the hitch. So being able to have that is absolutely awesome. It's not the coolest or flashiest thing, but seeing it down there and all factory wired in is definitely a nice touch to this Bronco. It's able to tow just under 4,000 pounds, so you still can get out there and do some adventures. If you have a small utility trailer, maybe some jet skis or an overlanding trailer, that'll do it. But the fact that it's already set up and ready to go, a very nice touch. So up front on these Broncos, one last thing that I did want to go over is that this one with the Sasquatch, the owner actually decided to upgrade and do the 2.7 liter EcoBoost engine. Now what's neat about that is that this actually produces 330 horsepower and 415 pound-feet of torque. That's in comparison to our 2.3 that we have in our Big Bend behind us. That's the standard 4-cylinder engine, which is going to have 270 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque. So you're over 100 more pound-feet of torque in this engine, and I'll tell you what, you can definitely feel it when going down the highway. Overall, it fits a little bit better too in there. I just think a bigger, meatier engine looks better underneath the hood, but pretty cool seeing the bigger engine and getting able to drive that with the 35s. All right, guys, so that's gonna be a wrap on this one. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I definitely did, being able to see this one in person fresh off the delivery truck. Now, if you guys have any other questions about either the Sasquatch or the standard Bronco, definitely drop a comment below. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button because we have a ton of cool content coming out just like this. As soon as they come in, we love to get them on camera. Now, I will tell you that this one obviously isn't for sale. This was a factory order. We honored the pricing when it came in and he's extremely happy with it. So we love to see another happy customer rolling out. This one though will be for sale very soon. It's gonna be lifted and modified. So if you guys wanna see that build process, just like we've been showing you all of our other Bronco builds, definitely subscribe. You're not gonna wanna miss out on this content. Now until next time, I am Matt from Susquehanna Automotive. Catch you on the next one.